Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Funhaus Podcast. I'm Armando Torres, and today I'm joined by three wonderful guests. We have Dan Schneider.
Hello.
We have Jacob Fullerton.
That's me.
And we have Charlotte McGrath.
Howdy.
You all right?
I'm just excited to be next to Dan today.
Yeah. Oh,
Your wedding
Dan.
ring.
It's been, I don't think
It's not punishing. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't think I've ever had you on the podcast.
No, you haven't. You kicked me the one other time you invited me.
Yeah.
Mondo.
I did do that.
And it was like the third week you worked here, and I was like, I
Yeah.
don't like this guy.
I invited him to the pod. I said, "Hey Dan, do you want to do the podcast?" And he said yes. And then the day before we recorded, I went, "Just kidding. We got Ryan."
That was like a year ago. We were supposed to talk about King's Dilemma. I think.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well,
King's
now we can
Dilemma.
talk about King's Dilemma.
Again,
Yeah.
That sounds fun and interesting. Someone should check
talk
that
about a
out.
show we did
Yeah.
a year ago.
That was before my time.
Was that really a year ago?
I
It
feel
was
like
like
last-
February. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dan took a gamble with me. I was new on the channel.
Oh,
He was
no.
like, "Would you like to be
There
in
was
this
no gamble.
entire series?"
Oh,
And
it
I
was
said
great.
yes, but I will be putting 40 bells on my suit.
That part was a gamble because I was
Yeah.
like, everyone's gonna hate you. The editor's gonna hate you. But it was pretty great.
Yeah.
The moment you pulled out, was it a fife or a recorder?
There's
or
a
something?
recorder in my sleeve.
It was gold.
That's standard issue.
We're getting off topic.
No, there's
I had
no
a great
topic.
time.
I started watching.
I
Where's the
loved
ray tracing?
King's Dilemma. It was so great.
I'd like to finish it.
It's a good.
If people are
series.
watching this and really want us to finish King's Dilemma, make that a comment so I can show it to Omar and be like, people want us to finish this show.
we should do it, but instead of we're still our own lines, but we like have skipped forward 1,000 years
Okay.
and we do like cyber dilemma.
Oh
Okay.
And
my
like
God.
I'm like CPU Thistlepie and I've got a cyborg head
Yeah.
And you play the theremin.
and I play the theremin.
That's actually great because I can. John Smith and I are interchangeable.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
both in comedic styles and body types.
I'm going to need you to dye your hair, though.
That's fine. I was
Yeah.
thinking about doing it anyway.
Really?
And your skin.
Have
too.
you ever done that summer blonde dye that
No,
Californian cool
there's
kids do?
there's in the coming months I will be dyeing my hair blonde and then also shaving it all off.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you planning on going through some shit?
Yeah, I really am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my breakdown scheduled in Google Calendar.
That's
None of you,
smart.
by the way, have accepted the invite to it.
I put
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah. Well, that just moved it up.
Okay.
As soon as you put maybe, it actually just automatically moved it up.
What do you
one
try
more
and
week.
schedule your breakdown around? Like nicer weather or worse weather? Or...
I like nicer weather, yeah.
Okay.
Or just like what I like to do if I could plan a breakdown is I like to plan it around a close friend's big event,
Okay, yeah.
like their wedding. Or,
And you have to give a speech, but you're
Yeah.
really sad.
Yeah.
So your speech is terrible.
You know,
even though they were
Webster's
counting on
Webster's dictionary defines sabotage as the act of fucking you over.
you. Okay.
What can I say about Todd that hasn't been said about King's Dilemma? Never finishes.
Is
am I
Todd
right?
your best friend?
No, I don't.
Okay,
know.
this is
Just a name.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
pulled it out of my.
Not a Todd. No Todd that we know.
Well, we do know one Todd.
That's the thing is we do know Todd.
Yeah, we know a few Todds.
There are Todds out there.
Yeah.
There are Todds.
I always thought they were made up.
They
like
are legion.
leprechauns.
Yeah. We keep saying Todd, and the more we say it out loud, the more it sounds
It
like
happens
something
a
mythical.
lot.
Like
Todd.
something you'd found fantastic beasts and where to find them or
A
something.
Todd,
Fantastic
yeah.
Todd.
What does a Todd do?
It was
Like,
probably
what's its power?
venomous.
Uh-oh.
It's probably a
Don't
venomous.
let it
Well,
bite you?
you're talking about the venomous Todd.
Yeah, a venomous Todd. There are harmless versions you can domesticate.
How can you tell a venomous Todd from a non-venomous Todd? Is
The
it head
spots.
shaped?
Yeah, the spots for
Okay.
sure.
The spots,
Yeah.
yeah.
And their taste in music.
Yeah. Well, those aren't the poisonous Todds. Those are the toxic Todds.
Yeah.
My favorite band.
The toxic Todd. You brought up oh shit, Rick left his Red Bull here. It doesn't matter. You brought up a great point. I almost called you Todd.
No, I'll go by Todd.
You brought up a great point, Todd, which is that if somebody likes something that Funhaus makes content-wise, they should leave a comment telling us that they did like it because that influences a lot of
Oh yeah.
our ability to do stuff. And you, Dan, are currently producing, you, Todd, Dan Todd, if you will, are currently producing a series that we start filming tomorrow.
Yeah, so we are doing another season Bored as Hell.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm
Woo.
clapping back here. If I had a soundboard, there
I
would be
don't
an
hear it.
audience.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there's like a new set in the darkness over here.
Yeah.
Ooh, mysterious.
Yeah, Jacob saw one of the panels outside and went, "Ooh, nice wall," and then came inside and saw the full completed one and went, "Ooh, bigger nice wall."
Listen, I like what I like.
Yeah.
That makes me excited.
You're
I love Bored as
consistent
Hell.
across the board.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do because it changes it up a little bit.
Yeah, and like every episode's different.
Yeah,
All
new
the good
games a
stuff.
lot.
Bored as Hell is probably my favorite series that Funhaus has ever made.
You've said that. Can you explain why?
This is a conversation that you and I had recently-ish where I didn't realize that board games could be so fun
Okay.
until recently. And you were telling me that that's actually probably tied to a resurgence in the idea of board games and people sort of like making them and thinking outside the box and trying
Sure.
new stuff.
There kind of has been like a renaissance or whatever in board
Mhm.
games in the last couple of years.
And I had, when I was growing up, I had always played games with my family. Like my mom and I play Uno a
Yeah.
lot, and we love playing Uno because it just turns into us just talking mad shit
Yeah.
about each other.
Trying to screw your mom.
Yeah, I'm always trying to screw my mom. Shuts out Oedipus. Anyway, so
Yeah, there's too many good games, honestly. Like just picking 8 or whatever for this season was tough.
yeah, it's
Um,
fucking rough. I mean,
Monopoly.
Mousetrap.
Sorry.
Mousetrap until
Sorry.
it breaks 20
Sorry.
minutes in.
sorry too, sorrier. We are playing Monopoly, right?
No. Achievement Hunter they did like the big.
They got the Monopoly.
Yeah.
What's the show? I'm
good.
gonna sound like an
Hardcore
idiot.
Monopoly.
Hardcore Monopoly.
Yeah.
So it'd be
Mm.
kind of weird to do Monopoly ourselves.
Regular Monopoly.
Yeah.
on
We,
board.
we
Softcore
are playing a
Monopoly.
game that's like
Ooh, that sounds
150
cool.
years old.
Wow.
So it's like older than Monopoly.
Okay.
The most dangerous game.
Yeah. It's dagger throwing.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, we're playing lawn darts.
But yeah, I don't know. There was something about watching it, and also Bored as Hell really takes this feeling of like playing board games with your friends, but it really gets rid of that like. I don't know. I don't have to pick up when the sore loser flips the fucking table over.
Oh
you
yeah.
know?
Well, yeah. There's a certain amount of being in a room with your coworkers that you can't
Yeah.
be that asshole that ruins the game for
Because the
everybody
table's
else.
too heavy.
It's
Oh, yeah, yeah.
extremely
It's a really heavy
And we have to
table.
reset for the next shoot.
Yeah. So production wise, you don't want to be out here flipping tables.
Mhm.
Yeah. Plus, the top of the table and the table itself are disconnected.
Yeah. We'll,
It
we'll,
would
never,
it would
come
create a
off.
large
Yeah.
mess.
Yeah.
we'll never say never on that, though. You never know when a good table flip might come in.
No, I'll flip a table
Yeah.
this season.
I will flip a table. It's funny because if you tried to flip it, just the top would flip.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
The rest of the table would stay there.
You mark my words, Dan.
Yeah.
Don't flip the table.
Well, it's a table that
It
was
costs,
like-
it costs too much money.
It was like, is it the same table that was made for like
we made a new
D&D?
top. Yeah. We
Yeah.
we have a new top that's kind of angled, maybe to make production a little
Ooh.
bit easier.
Mhm.
Some
Cool.
camera angles, and so whoever's like sitting at the corner isn't blocked completely by any large people that might be playing.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Because before it was like that D&D table with a TV in the
Yeah.
middle, or a space for a TV in the middle.
Yeah.
That
Which
was
is
very
cool.
awkward.
It
Yeah.
is cool, but serves no point when you're playing most
Anything
board
else?
games. Yeah, I did actually fuck up the dimensions a little bit, so the TV doesn't quite fit in the new table very well. We might have to do some other construction if
That's
we
okay.
do some more D&D in the future.
We need to get our eyes off the screens, anyways.
True.
Unplug.
I
it a
think
little
that's
bit.
another reason I like Bored as Hell, because everyone's not staring forward at like a little tiny computer monitor.
Yeah, I get enough of that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if people realize how small of a screen we have in single cam gameplays.
Yeah.
It is
I think people would be
very little.
surprised.
Yeah, I think you
think,
would be surprised.
It was, I think, it might have been like Polar Express or something, where there was like footage from somebody's phone, where someone's like, "Oh my god, their monitor is so small."
It's very little. It's smaller than this TV.
It's also
That's
like
for damn sure.
slowly just falling apart. Too.
It
like,
sucks.
we noticed we were
Yeah.
recording a like more Deadly Premonition the other day, and we're like, "Oh god, something bad's happening to this screen."
Is
Like,
Deadly Premonition doing it too?
It might be Deadly Premonition. That
It's
might just be
not.
how it looks.
It's not. It's taken a beating over the years.
Yeah.
The screen will do this thing where whenever you move too fast, you get to see like the lines of where things just were.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And
Yeah,
the first-
echoes of the past.
Mhm.
Yeah. First few times
like
it
slow
happened,
motion.
I thought I was having like an acid flashback. It really freaked me
Yeah.
out.
It's
Yeah.
like it's like chromatic aberration, but
Yeah.
worse somehow.
Any piece of tech that has so often run GTA for a week straight in the background because no one
Because
realized
someone
it was
turns it off.
on still
Yeah.
is probably not going to be well off down the
No.
line.
I also I fucked up because when I first noticed it, I turned to Patrick and asked him if he saw it too, and he went, "No, what are you talking about?" And
His
then
eyes were
walked
The little
away.
closed.
elves?
That's the problem.
Yeah,
He had his eyes closed.
yeah, as
He's
he often
blind,
does
actually.
during gameplays. He's the
Yeah.
real daredevil of the group. But yeah, you are a fan of board games, Todd.
Oh, me.
What are you pointing to me?
Nice quiet moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
there
like
was
them
a
just fine. I enjoy board games. I don't get to play them as much as I'd like to, and I think so. There's just too much good stuff out there. Actually, so I had a list of. I made like 50 games I think would be great, and then we only really have room for 8 in the season, maybe 9. So it's tough to limit. You know, you want to have a little balance, and there's games that I'd actually rather play than some of these, but you can't. They have a lot of these really cool games that I guess Legacy is a new thing where you're supposed to play a board like King's Dilemma where you play it over and over again, or great big 3 or 4 hour games that just don't work as episodes of our show that I think are really neat. But I'm actually really excited about the balance because we have a little bit of here, a little bit of there, some intellectual property games that focus on family.
Ooh, it's about
we got a lot-
family.
some cool old horror
about
movies
Drive.
made into
Yeah.
board
About
games. Armando's begging me to be on the show, so maybe.
On the show? Which show? Oh, on
Board
the
as
on
Hell.
Board as Hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, I sent you a message that I think verbatim said, "Please, Daddy
was a
Dan,
W,
please let me be on the show."
You're
Oh my
tugging
God.
on his jacket like corner.
Yeah,
But from up,
Tugging.
yes, pulling
Dan's
on his
just he's
hood.
trying to get to work. He's trying to get out the front door.
yeah.
I'm excited.
I kept giving him one of these.
Oh.
Ooh face.
Oh God, I don't like it.
Yeah,
Please tell me
either.
be on Board as Hell.
Yeah, I'm excited because I didn't play that many board games growing up, or
Yeah.
nothing
don't
more
know
than
that I
just the
didn't
main
either.
ones,
Yeah.
just the ones that everybody played.
A
But
big
then
risk phase. but-
yeah, this is kind of it exposes me to much more, and it's always fun.
Dan, I have a question.
Yeah.
I feel like I might have asked you this before, but
Uh-oh.
have you ever played a game called Titan? It's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like gargoyles and goblins and stuff like that. But it's like
Cool.
my dad's favorite game, and he will play it with my brother, and they will play it for like 5 hours.
I thought your
Wow.
dad's favorite game was Dilbert desktop games.
Yeah.
That's my favorite game. Get it
Oh,
right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
Lindsay's dad sounds pretty cool.
You should
I
be on
feel like
Board
every-
as Hell as a
You
guest.
should.
He should take Mondo's
we-
spots.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Perfect.
whoa.
That's a great idea.
Lindsay, tell your dad to watch himself.
I won't.
I feel like every time she describes him, she's like, "My dad was doing this awesome thing that's super cool, and you guys would like it."
What part of that
He's
was
gonna
awesome?
love that.
The 5 hours of Titan.
The 5 hours of Titan?
I'll
or
have
the
to send you the
Loving
link
Dilbert?
so you can look at it, and maybe we'll have
Do you
to
have a
make
problem
a.
with Dilbert?
Do I have a problem with
Yeah.
Dilbert?
I think it's fair to have a problem with Dilbert.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
isn't
at
the
this day and
creator,
age,
like, a
yes.
weird douche. Okay.
I also can't believe a single thing Lindsay says about her dad because like a year ago we did a video, I think a woo-woo, where someone said, I know a Jeff Washburn in Virginia. Or Michigan? Is there any connection? And then Lindsay goes, "That's my dad." And everyone goes, "What?" And she goes, "Jeff Washburn in Michigan." And then like 3 seconds go by before you say, "No, I'm just kidding. I don't know who that is." And so it
Lindsay's a
could be a
fool.
long-running ruse ever
I'm
since
sorry.
then.
You just brought that memory out of me. I didn't.
I edited.
I did not remember that.
You edit something, it stays in your craw.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's kind of a curse. You drag it with you for the rest of your days.
You
very
hear
true.
people say things, personal things, over and over and over again.
Yeah. Have you ever you're watching a video that you're in and you react to something the exact same way as you react to it in the video?
Yeah.
Like you laugh the same or something, or you say the same.
You laugh at your own
things.
joke the same way.
Sometimes I
Or
do
if it's
think of
somebody
like a
else,
punchline.
even like anything in the video, you have the same reaction as yourself in the
Yes.
recording.
Or sometimes you're like, man, that's funny, but it would be great if someone said X and then you hit play again and someone says it and you're like,
Oh,
Whoa!
I did have a deja vu edit.
Oh no!
It was like Guardians of the Galaxy, and a bunch of you guys were doing Patrick Warburton impressions,
Oh,
and I was like,
Ah.
I've done this exact same animation over people's face in a video game like 3 years ago.
he did a Patrick Warburton in the video I just edited.
Yeah. He's about to do a
Which- wait,
Patrick
which-
Warburton for this podcast.
Come on, dance
He's
monkey.
got some.
Come on.
maybe later.
Oh, you'll do
You
it.
son of a bitch.
Aw.
Yeah, you can't just bring it out of me.
You can't make
Yes, I
fun of his
can. I've done
material.
it
Sure,
before.
yeah, you just say it.
This
I
is
can
worse
get-
than the time Patrick Warburton was on the Funhaus podcast.
I can get that from you. I can get Harry Carey from you.
I do remember. I think like we played. It was one of the first times we played video games together. We were playing like Sea of Thieves or something. And
Yeah.
I think we were just doing like Patrick Warburton. We were just like,
Was that the
So
one that I
long.
was on?
Yeah.
No,
this
this
was,
was
like,
like 3
years
years
ago.
ago.
Okay.
yeah. We were just going,
Yeah, Patrick.
Patrick,
Yeah,
Patrick,
yeah.
yeah,
What does he sound like as a pirate, though?
R.
Patrick Arburton.
Patrick Warburton. It's the open sea.
I love that
Set sail.
accent.
It's just like, yeah, whatever he talks like. I love it.
It's, we say things and then we forget it.
Yes.
And then like, I don't know. I got called out for telling a story for the second time on a recent video.
Only the
Which
second time.
I've just been on the channel long enough for things to start recycling because only so much has happened to me, guys. I only have so much material, guys. But it's a funny story. I'm not gonna tell it now because I won't be caught dead telling a story the third time.
Third
but watch the
time.
B movie
It'll
video.
happen.
The B movie. That's a
I'm
whole
looking forward to
video.
that.
I didn't remember anything about it. It's one of, like every so often we'll do a recording and it'll just leave my brain as soon as it's done.
Yep.
You forget B movie that easily.
Yeah. Well, I've seen
For
the movie a
shame.
handful of times. It was just the video game that I forgot.
Never actually seen B movie.
Same.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We
Seem
talk
like an
about
expert.
it. Me?
Yeah.
I just edited a whole video about it.
He basically seen it.
Elise and Jacob were talking about it back and forth the whole time.
Is this part of the extensive amount of lore that you know? You
No,
know, like
no,
all
no,
the
no.
B movie lore.
It's something I
sea
wanted in
creature
there.
lore is what
Ah.
Jacob has.
Yeah, there are a handful of things. B movie doesn't need to be in there. It's like a parasite, kind of like a male anglerfish attached to the female, and its body shrivels up into a little nub as it feeds its nutrients
Into a little
the
nut.
female's body. Yeah,
That's the only thing that gets left behind is
the
testes.
nut.
But you
Yeah.
do have a very good memory for, media. Maybe
Yeah, I
not
guess
things
that's true.
you've said,
yeah.
but like, Star Wars, yes, we all know, haha.
Mhm.
But Aragon as well.
That was
and then
kind of
Sharks. And
It's
then
kind of upsetting to learn how much you know about Aragon.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
that video, and I was like, oh, I remember all the names.
Because he's probably your age.
Well, you
right?
knew a bunch about Aragon too, which was
I
very
knew a decent
reassuring.
amount
yeah.
about. Yeah, it's also like whenever Harry Potter comes up, and I realize so much of my gray matter is like
Is Harry Potter.
it's stained with the knowledge.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, well, that's not how the polyjuice potion works. Oh, shut up!
Well,
I
Harry
just
Potter-
wish I didn't know so much
Yeah.
about like Crab and Goyle.
I forgot about
Are those the
Crabble
bad guy goons?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're his cronies.
Yeah, his goobers.
One dies.
Yeah, I
in the
think it's.
books.
I don't remember which one.
Who cares?
Spoilers.
They're
He
interchangeable.
just falls into a bunch of fire or something.
God damn.
They're trying to.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to like murder Harry Potter or something at that
Oh.
point.
Yeah.
So they're just
I
like,
never
let's kill
got-
some people.
So they kind of escalated from like cheap pranks to murder.
yeah,
Yeah,
Towards
those
the
books
end?
they take a turn.
that sums up the entire arc
Yeah.
of those
Yeah,
books.
I would say everything about Harry Potter and its
It's what-
cultural significance and
Yeah.
the people involved have taken
Keeps
vast and,
escalating.
and violent
Yeah.
turns as of late.
That's okay. We're getting another Fantastic Beast movie.
Oh,
so,
good.
yeah.
People want those.
But we
Who's
got
doing-
Mads Mikkelsen instead of Johnny Depp.
Is
Mhm.
he
Who's
playing the same
phone.
role?
Same character, yeah.
Really?
Mhm. I do like Matt Mikkelsen.
I do like Mads Mikkelsen.
Sometimes I'll watch compilations from Hannibal of him just like making food.
Did you watch Another Round?
No.
It was basically like Limitless, but for drinking. It's like these three. I think they're Danish. I think he's Danish. They're
Do you
these-
know you only use 10% of your liver?
Well, there's these school teachers that start to theorize that if they basically microdose alcohol throughout the day, that they will be better in all aspects of their life. And I don't think it's a
Whoa.
spoiler to say that they all become alcoholics. And it ruins their. It's so good. It came out last year. I think it's on Hulu.
Wow, that sounds great.
Find it, watch it.
Sounds sad.
It is at points.
Is Mads in it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, is Mads in it? It has some of the best Mads you'll ever see.
Does he get nude?
Oh.
He might get nude.
We should give him a sketch show and call it Mads TV.
Yeah,
Mm,
I'd be into that.
that'd be worth a whole show
Yeah.
for the joke.
Just for that one pun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I need
You
something
can
else
tell
to
a joke's
watch.
good when nobody laughs at it and everyone just goes, yeah.
I did see
Indeed,
Bobby Lee
yes.
on something recently. That's what Mad TV
Fucking
makes me
fuck
think of.
Bobby.
Wasn't
Lee.
he in a?
Yeah.
He was in a in a movie or something.
don't
I don't remember
remember
the name of the
He was
movie.
in
Sex
Reservation
and City
Dogs.
Show. Sorry.
Was
That's
he?
what-
Oh yeah, he
Oh,
is.
was he?
He's the doctor.
Yeah.
I need to watch.
He's
that show
also
still.
in
Talked over you.
that cartoon I just watched. It's
Steamboat Willie.
Smiling Smiling.
It's not Smiling Friends.
Yeah,
No,
that one
it's
just has
in,
a bunch of other people in it.
So good.
Smiling Friends is amazing, and I highly recommend it. Please go watch it.
I gotta watch it still.
No, Bobby Lee was in that that Netflix
Mhm.
cartoon. That was one of the producers is the guy who did Gravity Falls. It's like the conspiracy theory one.
Oh,
okay.
Inside
Where every
Job?
conspiracy-
Inside Job, yeah. that
yeah,
show.
I didn't see it. I saw 4 minutes at your apartment.
Yeah. You don't really need to watch very much more. It's not a fantastic
No.
show. I enjoyed it.
And where to
but-
find them.
The concept
There
is
it
that,
is.
like all
My eyes were
conspiracies
starting
are
to roll
real
back.
or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I mean, I like the idea. A friend of mine
It's-
had the exact same idea for a show a few years ago.
It's a I think yours I don't know. It's different. It's
Yeah.
not it's fine. It's just a very generic show and but also it's just not for me.
You know what's
lately.
great though? It's animated in that Rick and Morty style we
Yeah.
all love and are not tired of seeing.
It
Ooh,
is
baby.
It is exactly the Rick and Morty
Was
style.
it the same production company?
I think
oh, that's what they
so.
do.
Star
it
Trek
also is a show.
Below Decks. They did it. There's a basketball show with Jason Sudeikis.
Oh
What?
yeah.
Also the
is
same
is
style.
Is the Hoops, right?
Hoops or something like
That's
I
that.
have
not
never-
Jason
Oh, is it
Sudeikis,
Jake Johnson? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
It's like,
I've
that's a lot
never
of
heard of
sports
this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoops.
It looks
too
like
much.
A bad show.
Bad show,
A
really.
really bad show.
Well, hey, you know what? To its credit, it also looks bad.
Yeah.
Hey.
looks bad. Is
Hey, listen,
bad.
say what you will about Hoops, but it is a bad TV show.
There's just so much. There's like a huge rise of very mediocre animated shows right
It's
now.
because it's like pandemic proof.
Yeah.
You can
Mhm.
you can almost 100% make animation from everybody working at home.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it sucks.
I mean, most stuff sucks.
Yeah.
in
Yeah, that's
varying
fair.
degrees. I did remember what I saw Bobby Lee on. It was that Sex and the City show. I don't remember what it's called, but
And just like that.
that one is not very good.
I watched all of it.
Yeah, and it's not good, is it?
It's just, I mean, it is what it is. It's
No.
not, what Sex
It's
and the
bad.
City was like.
It's like trying way too hard to be like socially relevant
Is
in,
it?
in like a not smooth way. There's a way to make a show that's like super, social and progressive and not be trying to shoehorn in every single progressive issue that exists.
Is it a show that is like a spin-off of Sex and the
It's
City?
like a weird sequel.
It's
where
like
they added
it's like it was
characters.
meant to be a fourth movie or whatever movie number they were on,
It's like
And-
Evangelion.
and then instead it got picked up for a season.
Cooler.
Huh? What?
Lizzie taking
Few
the
things
bullet
are as
on that.
complicated as the viewing order of
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like whole wikis and articles about how to watch Sex in the City.
Yeah.
Really?
Lindsay,
No, I don't know.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
maybe.
Lindsay takes the bullet on these like bad TV shows because we'll be like, "What is this show?" And then she's like, "I watched the first episode."
I watched 4 seasons. Let
Yeah.
me tell you about
I didn't
it.
mean to
How
insult
I
your
Met
show,
Your
Lindsay.
Father.
Oh, that was also terrible.
Yeah. Oh, you watched some of that too?
I watched the first 2 episodes of that because I was just trying to watch something lighter with my wife. That wasn't like hard drama, and the main 2 characters are terrible. Like the
Well,
main,
that's in the spirit of the franchise, right? Ted Mosby, one of the worst characters of all time.
he's 10 times better than whatever dude they cast in that show. He's I don't know how that dude made it past the test.
It's
The,
amazing.
Like, content, hey, put this in front of an audience and make sure people don't hate this man. And like every word out of his face, like I can't stand this guy.
Oof.
And Hilary Duff is at least Hilary Duff. like,
Yeah.
not the greatest actress.
Oh, are
but
you watching that one too? I'm
that
watching
dude
that
could not
one.
deliver a line.
Wait, what is
You probably
Hilary
know
Duff
him
in?
because he's a comedian. And you know him.
Hilary Duff is in the How I Met Your Father reboot,
Oh my god.
which I'm also watching.
Yeah, bad.
Wait, they're rebooting How
I
I
would
Met Your
say-
Father already?
How I Met Your Father is
Wait, I'm also
much
confused.
worse than the Sex and the City
Oh,
reboot.
They
Sure.
had tried it before, right? They tried like How I Met Your Father once as a show.
Oh.
Did
And
they?
now that's what somebody was telling me that they had tried to do it before.
Huh.
It's a weird thing because like the rest of the cast is all fun. Did you watch any of it? Like the supporting cast, they're all great.
Wait, like
but the main 2 characters are just unlikable.
of the new
in every
show?
way. Yeah.
I haven't watched any of
Oh.
it.
I would not recommend it.
Okay. I'm bad at watching TV shows in general, so usually I
same.
try to just watch the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it suffers in the sitcom format.
You think it's like a different kind of TV
Doesn't it
show
only
would be
exist
better?
in the sitcom
Yeah.
format?
Isn't that
I
what it
meant like
was?
the reboot. Like they could have done a single camera like comedy style,
Maybe.
which I prefer.
I
but-
say at that point, make a new show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you
Completely
can't make any new
distance it.
things, Charlotte.
Yeah.
They all have to be based on something else.
Yes, Charlotte, that's stupid. And watch this season of Bored as Hell premiering here on Funhouse.
Jacob,
Yeah.
what did you eat for dinner last night when you
I-
left us?
I had some HelloFresh last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
John
I made
Smith was
HelloFresh
wrong.
too.
What did he say?
I said, "Where's Jacob?" And John said, "He'll be back when he finishes his chicken nuggets."
And
Oh, what
And
chicken?
Brussels
It
sprouts.
was
Yeah.
chicken nuggets.
No, it was like Parmesan chicken, Parmesan
That's
crusted
different.
chicken.
That's not a chicken
Yeah.
nugget.
Yeah, it was delicious though.
it was crusted. It was
Yeah.
chicken.
Yeah,
That's a chicken
I also
nugget.
made a
It's a
HelloFresh
big
last
nugget.
night.
set off our fire alarms.
I need
Jacob,
some new
what do you bring?
nonsticks because I tried to make some pork patties and they
Oh,
did
for
not.
the salad.
That's right.
We
for
got the
salad.
same HelloFresh.
Yeah,
I
me too.
really
got the
feel
Greek
like-
salad.
I really
Yeah,
feel like
I
we're
made it.
fucking rolling over the concept that any crispy chicken is now a chicken nugget.
Yeah, no,
I think that's a great way to live. You're not eating chicken parmesan, you ate chicken nugget, John.
no, that makes it
Mm.
sound disgusting.
No.
That's just what we call it.
Nuggets
in
are
Philly.
not appealing.
Yeah, I'm a tendies
What?
guy.
The word nugget doesn't make it better in any way.
People fled their homes and traveled miles to California for nuggets.
That's true.
In a thing called the gold rush. I spit twice now out of anger.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, out of the
Okay.
gold rush was all about nuggets, Dan.
Okay.
People died for that shit.
You know,
Nuggets
time has
are
passed. You can make fun of it.
yeah.
Dan.
Yeah.
On 9/11.
Mm.
No, that one's too.
I'm not
it's
gonna
too
bail you
close.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's too close.
You're on your
Too
own boat.
close. Can't make fun of that one.
Pearl Harbor.
Yeah,
There we go. There's some comedy.
All about nuggets. No, I don't know. I was never like a huge chicken nuggets guy growing up. Although my grandfather on my dad's side didn't speak English very well, and so he would just generalize all things. Like if I watched any cartoon, he would call it the Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Okay.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, he'd go, "Oh, you watch the Nickelodeon?" I would be like, "It's actually Cartoon Network."
Get a
Grandpa,
Nickelodeon of
you
this.
fucking
Same thing.
idiot.
Actually, this is Ken Burns' baseball.
And so he would call all fast food restaurants was the Del Taco because that's the one he knew how to pronounce.
Okay.
And then anything you could get from a Del Taco was the nuggets.
the Nuggets.
So you go, you get the nuggets from the Del Taco. What's the Nickelodeon?
It could
Sounds
be
like a
anything.
great
It could
guy.
mean
Yeah.
anything.
He's a great guy.
He's trying
but-
to engage with you
yeah, and I didn't like it,
in your interests.
and I refuted it. I said no to his love.
You should introduce him to something other than Del Taco because that's
Well, he's
like,
dead now,
bottom tier. Oh,
Okay.
so
so it's
you're
too
making
late.
fun of a dead man.
I am
Okay.
a dead man.
Yeah, time's passed because
Yeah.
it's funny.
My grandfather.
There's a nugget of truth in that.
Makes it sound less appealing.
All right, there we go. It's all worth it now. I was telling my grandfather before he passed. I was telling him about Free Solo,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, "Yeah, it's this amazing like triumph of athleticism." I was like, "This guy climbs all of El Capitan without any ropes or any support or safety nets or anything." And he was like, "Wow!" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I flew back to LA and for however long, and then the next time I'd seen him, his condition had kind of worsened, but he was still more or less with it. And I forgot we had had that conversation. And he said to me, he's like, "I watched Solo." And I was like, "Oh yeah, Solo's fine." Thinking about the Star Wars
Yeah.
story.
Starring
And he's
Mads
like, "I watched
Mikkelsen.
Solo." I was like, "Oh, yeah." And he just went, "It's crazy how that really happened." And I was like, "Oh no."
Oh God.
I was like, "Pop. Oh,
You
this
thought Pop
breaks
was
my
really losing
this
it?
breaks my heart." I was like, "No, he didn't. That didn't." And I was like, and it was like it was not long before he was like,
Okay.
"Yeah, the fact that he had no ropes, how'd they even film it?" And I was just like, oh yeah, Free Solo. But it was so funny. He's like, "Crazy how that was real and it happened."
Yeah.
And he did that. I was like, "Yeah, I mean, it's a decent Harrison Ford."
I wish it had been ambiguous for another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like he was saying things that were just
That
barely.
could
Like
be.
when they-
He's like, "He
when-
did it so
yeah.
quickly." Well, yeah, I mean, 12 parsecs. I mean, that's fast. Sure.
Yeah, no
got to
ropes,
that-
but like, yeah, I guess there was some miniatures, but
He got to that snowy part, and I was like, I don't think he's gonna do it.
Yeah. It was ultimately like a very sweet, like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. It was
That's
a fun little connection.
good
but-
laugh.
He's connecting to the thing that you talked about. That's
Yeah.
really
Well, he
sweet.
did watch. I mean, that was cool that he checked it out.
I think
Uh,
I just had an oopsie because I said Mads Mikkelsen was in Solo, but he was in Rogue One.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's
Jacob.
fine.
You think of
Oh,
Ben
no.
Mendelsohn.
I
Yeah.
I love
You're the only person that would have been able to point that out.
Love Ben Mendelsohn.
I had to correct
wish he was
myself.
in more.
Me too. He's great.
His prosthetics in Captain Marvel,
It was bad.
really bad. Like the way
Yeah.
his voice didn't sound right. Like he couldn't talk through it. And I was like, are we really we didn't like fix any of this?
stuck long.
Yeah.
Fixation.
I don't think you take an actor that's that good and put him in so much face stuff that he can't use his face to act. It's like taking away all of the great tools that they've got. Just use voice actor if you're going to cover their face all the way up.
He still rocks it though, because you're like, oh, Ben Mendelsohn, you're doing great. Your
love you
performance,
anyway.
despite everything that's glued to your face right now, is still charming me.
I finally relate to my grandfather. It's like I talked about this on Friday. Sometimes they're so into like certain movies and stuff that I've never seen or had any interest
Star
in.
Wars.
There's a lot of the deep Star Wars parts, but also like Harry Potter, Sex and the City, anything.
I'm not
Tolkien.
into Sex in the City.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Careful
not you
now.
two in specific, just in general.
Mhm.
A majority of the stuff that I just never got into or liked or like Avengers, not into it at all. So sometimes they'll go off and talk about stuff, and then it's not even English to me anymore. I did it on the stream.
I
where
don't
it
want to
just-
be
it sounds
positioned as an Avengers defender.
Yeah.
It just sounds like.
Oh
Mads Nicholson.
last week
think
we
a
were
lot of it
playing.
is
Transparents.
We were playing Dying Light for the Rooster Teeth stream. and
Yeah.
I don't remember what we went off about. It was a few things, but we were singing Lord of the Rings songs.
Yeah.
And doing
Armando
Yoda.
hates
We
fans.
were doing a lot
Hate
of
it.
like Mr. Frodo, like basically just riffing on them
You
on
heard of
Mount
Lord of the
Doom.
Rings?
Yeah, a lot of that.
Yeah, Patrick loves to do that.
Yeah.
Patrick
And then
loves that.
we were singing Jedi Rocks as well from the special edition of
I
Return
didn't
of
know
the
that.
Jedi.
That one I butted out.
Patrick
of.
and I could break into song with that one.
Yeah, you two are insane people.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's just every so often you guys get into it, and it's not that it's not upsetting or anything, but it just turns to Jedi. How I Met Your Father.
What do you have?
Nothing.
That
Inside
we would
Job,
hear
Hoops,
Charlie-
Yeah.
Star Trek Below Decks.
Mediocre.
Somebody has to have
animation.
hoops.
like Friday
my-
the 13th Part 9.
That stuff. Well, yeah, I like Friday the 13th. That stuff for me is like insane, stupid hip hop knowledge. Like I'm just so into hip hop and music and stuff that's where it goes for me. And again, it's not bad. It's just now I like. So I would remember my grandfather. That's what I'm saying. Is I finally relate to him because sometimes he would just have to listen to me talk about Ed and Eddie.
Jacob,
And then
I
he
think
would
it is
get it.
bad that you are the way you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been getting this a lot.
Just need to talk to someone.
I have a problem.
I think you're good the way you are.
Jacob
I like
is a
you.
problem. He's
I have a
built
problem.
different.
Jacob is my favorite human being.
I'm built different and I'm an asshole.
No, Jacob is
I don't
amazing.
think I've ever heard you do anything mean.
No, Jacob's too kind-hearted.
I mean, in a game,
Well,
you've done a lot of mean stuff.
That's
but
true.
In a real life,
I've only
situation-
seen Jacob get heated when Patrick said Page Master was his favorite movie.
That was at a.
It was in a
In a
video.
Pagemaster.
It was
Yeah,
in the
that was
Grinch,
at
I
a
think.
word of the day. I think I just said Pagemaster sucks,
Yeah, you got
and I
it. Was
stand
like
by it.
fiery.
Because I watched it like a handful of years ago because I was like remembering movies from my childhood. I'm like, oh, I remember like Pagemaster as an animated movie, and then I watched it. I was like, oh, this isn't good at all.
You guys remember Elmo Goes to the Fire Station?
Yeah.
No.
That's the movie from my childhood. I watched it all the time.
Did he go? Did he slide down the pole?
Yeah, he did.
Did
but
he drive the fire truck?
it turns out that it was on Pearl Harbor, so it was really
Oh.
fucked up.
I think
And we're gonna hear a couple words from our sponsors, and we'll be right back, folks. Thank you so much for coming on the show, by the way. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. The Funhaus Podcast has a live show coming up on March 12th. You can go ahead and find tickets in the description for this video or for this podcast. You can also find a link to them on our Twitter, I believe. There's a bunch of different options for tickets. One that includes a Q&A with the entire crew. And then some that are just to come out and see the show. It's going to be a real blast. We have a lot of really fun surprises planned, and we cannot wait to see you there. So, the Funhaus Podcast live, March 12th at the Globe Theater in Los Angeles, California. Come on through. Can't wait to see you. Bye. Welcome back, everybody. We're here with the man, the myth, the legend, Dan Schneider
Oh,
himself.
hi.
Dan Todd Schneider.
We're going back to the
Um,
beginning of the show with your callbacks.
Yeah. I
You
don't
do that automatically.
Yeah.
Your brain is constantly trying to call back to something else. 'cause it's good
Constantly.
jokes.
Yeah, we haven't heard the last of Nugget callbacks.
Yeah. It'll still come back. I'm leaving little nuggets in every conversation
Okay.
so that I could pop back to it.
Is that like comedian strats?
No, I think it's broken brain.
Okay, that's too many drugs.
It's
like a-
well, no, hold
It's like
on.
a skipping record.
Are there too
Yeah.
many drugs?
I mean,
They're
that
the
kind of
right-
happened with the chicken thing when John brought up the nuggets. It's because I'll leave Discord sometimes and go do something and then get distracted and do something else for 3 hours.
But you didn't actually leave the call.
No,
you
I
just
stayed in
muted
there.
yourself, and then hour, maybe half an hour, 40 minutes after you left, we just heard, "Ba-doom." Who left? Who left? Everyone's still here, and it was you
was
that
nice.
disappeared from
Yeah.
the call.
Yeah. I just decided to make dinner.
I was gonna say that happened on Friday night, I think, before y'all joined it. And it was just me and Rick in the Discord. And I was like, I'll be right back. And I went and laid down on my couch for 45 minutes. And then I came back and I was like, and Rick was, bless his heart, still there, still in Minecraft.
Yeah.
And I
Dan,
said,
you gotta play
I did-
Hey, I'm
Minecraft
back.
with us.
I did. I actually saw all of you guys online having fun without nose. I was playing Gloomhaven with James and Joel,
I saw you were playing,
and I was about to
Gloomhaven.
try and figure out how to do the Minecraft server. I was like, I am tired.
Oh my
I
god!
downloaded Gloomhaven because James told me to.
Oh yeah, we need a fourth.
Yeah, I need to get
We
in there.
kicked John Smith out since he left the country
And
and never came back.
That is true. He's still out there in
Yeah,
Korea.
he landed in Independent City State, Kansas City.
I'm gonna go hang out with
Yeah,
John.
it's like the Vatican.
Are you gonna fly?
It's like the
I'm
autonomous
gonna fly out to
zone.
hang out with John in April.
I thought you were afraid to fly.
What?
Yeah.
What did you hear? This?
Tell us of your fear, Armando. Why are you afraid to
dish.
fly?
I'm not afraid to fly. It's just I'm afraid to fly in a commercial jet. I'll only fly in one of those boat planes. You know, the ones
The
that are
planes in water.
yeah,
Okay.
the ones
seaplane?
that,
like Baloo
seaplane.
from
Yes, thank you.
Tailspin.
Boat planes.
Yeah.
You get that
sounds cooler.
reference?
Yeah,
Okay.
that one.
That's a cool
Oh,
plane.
Yeah.
that
pretty
one,
cool
or
plane.
a zeppelin. I'll ride in a zeppelin. No
You know,
problem.
there's only like 40 balloons on Earth.
No,
Zeppelin
that's not
style.
true. I've been
That's
to
not-
Party City.
yeah, dipshit.
The
There's
ones you
like-
can ride in.
Like a hot air balloon?
Yeah, there's not a lot of them. You would think there's like a lot, but there's not.
Huh.
It's not even 40. It's like way less than that.
Yeah,
Isn't there, like-
they're all just waiting in the reserves for new Windows background photo shoots.
Yeah, like 4 of them are like the Goodyear blimp or
Yeah.
something, right?
You can see the Goodyear blimp
one
not
down-
far from here. Every
Yeah, it's
now
like
and
down
then.
the 405.
It's always up in the air.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
literally
they're-
circling my house every single day.
It can't land.
No,
Target
and
locked.
when I used to live in a shittier neighborhood, that's where it would like I don't know why it felt like it
Oh.
would get lower and I could just see it. It's fucking terrifying.
Seeing the blimp come for you.
Yeah, because it makes it I don't know. It just you see something flying and like weird shadows from above and you just kind of freak out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Does that not freak you
Well, I
out
mean,
to like look
sometimes-
outside and see something in the sky
You're
that's
like,
not in the
more balloons.
sky?
Sometimes you're not paying attention. You see like a plane shadow pass over you.
Yeah.
It's like you happen to be in the spot where a plane's shadow goes past. You're like, oh, that.
It's caveman
It's just-
brain. You think it's vultures. It's
Yeah, you
just-
think it's
Yeah.
gonna come get you.
Did you know there's only 25 blimps like in
That's it.
existence?
That's the number.
That's what Dan was saying. Yeah.
I
There's not
don't.
a lot.
I don't believe it.
You think people are
I
hiding those
think.
blimps?
I think there's more blimps.
Yeah, Sky
think the
Captain
drones
and the
replace
World
all
of
the blimps.
Tomorrow taught me otherwise.
I'm pretty sure
Everywhere is
I
blimps.
saw drone footage that Iran has blimps.
Mm.
They're making blimps over in
Wow.
They
Iran.
have weapons of mass blimp destruction.
Blimps.
I know that was Iraq, but you know,
Close enough,
I'm not gonna say that.
as George would say.
Oh yeah.
What was I gonna say about? Oh, it's I love
As
seeing
George would say.
I love seeing an
Your buddy
airship
George.
like in the sky.
Yeah.
But drones I want to shoot down.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not even like a person that wants to shoot anything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
But
like
you
if
don't want
you're
the drain-
if
drones
you're
in
out
your
in
backyard?
nature and you're having a hike, you've got out of the city, you're getting
Yeah.
fresh air, and you just hear. So what shots are you getting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro?
Those
At the
people
beach?
and the people that take their boombox on the hike are the
Yeah.
ones that can go fuck off and die.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ooh, spicy.
I like
I don't
that.
think that's that spicy.
I
Nobody
think
likes
no,
the
that's not.
boombox.
It is very
It
obnoxious.
sucks. It
Like
sucks.
I'm out
Yeah.
in nature. I don't need to hear whatever.
It's one thing if you're at like a park, but if you're on a mountaintop,
Yeah.
like that sound travels so far.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like LA is so beautiful. It's got such wonderful nature and like
Mhm.
the hiking here is outstanding. And then it's just like I don't care if it's music I like. I'm just like I don't
Yeah.
want to hear this at all.
Yeah.
I don't.
Mm.
I don't even like it when people bring their boomboxes onto the fucking like a train or a bus or something. When I used to
Yeah.
ride public transit, that's one
Are there a
thing.
lot of
that's-
those?
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? People just have Bluetooth speakers. They just have them out and they just
Or
play music.
Or the people that just have their phone and it's
Yeah.
like clearly
Yeah.
their mixes and their beats and it's like
It's like, what is
It's
the
like-
mentality there? It's like, do you want to? Are they want to share it with people? Do they think like the thing they like is good, so they want other people to hear it, or
I
they just
think
can't be
it's
bothered to put
Lost their
earbuds in?
headphones.
I think
Or
it's
that too.
completely a complete disregard of the other
Yeah.
people.
Mhm.
Like I don't think it's so much like I don't think
ego.
it takes it into account at all. It's just
There's-
like I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
There's also part of it has got to be whatever the same mentality is that tells all of my cousins to get 5 subwoofers put in their shitty Honda Civic and then
So it's
ride
just
around the
rattling.
neighborhood.
So like the back of
Yeah.
it just bounces around.
Yeah. Where it's just you get 5 words of a song and where it's just like show me your
There's a guy on TikTok that does that where he plays like bass boosted versions of songs and
Yeah.
he's like it plays the beginning without
Yeah.
it and then he goes like and he points and then the everything is shaking. There's
Yeah.
like the fabric in front of it all just like
Oh,
and
God.
it looks like you're watching not even an earthquake. It looks like his atoms are splitting into every direction.
Yeah.
It's like, and it all calms down, and he's like giving a thumbs up. He's like, "This is what I like."
I'd be worried about that like being too stimulating or something.
It's bad.
I
yeah.
haven't-
Like your prostate.
Giving you an erection?
Yes, exactly.
I mean,
Oh my God.
I
The
get
vibrating air.
migraines, so and not often, but like sometimes I can feel like a sensitivity to like sound and light if it's
Mhm.
like really too much. And so like sometimes like I'm listening to music in my car and I'm in like a Toyota Corolla sport model. Okay, let's not get it
Rad.
twisted. But like I have to be like, all right, that's a little too much for Charlotte.
Yeah.
I gotta just turn it down. So like that sensory overload fills me with a lot of panic. Like
Mhm.
the idea of being in that car.
There's just something wrong too about hearing that level of bass on like songs that shouldn't have it.
Yeah.
Like I've heard banda music that is just like knocking the subwoofer, and it's like
Yeah.
that's not right.
Well, at that volume, it's like you can't even hear what it is. It's just fart sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The sound of the
Like
speaker
that,
itself
yes.
rattling around.
yeah. I fucking oh my god.
It's like playing. It's like old Xbox Live, where people people still do it, but then public lobbies aren't like a normal thing.
Yeah.
It's just people have their music playing into their microphones.
Oh, man. This
blasting
is
it.
the
I love
great
that.
thing about working someplace where everyone wants to play the same game as you, or at least a decent majority, and you don't have to deal with public lobbies. You can be
Yeah.
like, I'm going to play this multiplayer game, and I have a pool of people I can choose from
Yeah.
at any given time because I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
No
just
public
be in
lobby.
a.
I hate talking to strangers on games. It
Yeah.
just feels like so, especially if it's
Are
like,
they two in your life or something? Or
what's that?
are you weirded out by the stranger? Or are they
I just like
invading your
I don't like
space?
the social anxiety of having to perform a conversation
Okay.
or like the fact that there's someone
Bad
else
chit-chat.
there
Mm.
really like fucks with my head,
Mm.
especially if it's like performance based in the game and I'm like I'm
Yeah.
gonna disappoint them. They're gonna say something. It's just I can't do it. I
Yeah.
can't do it. And I know like Zach used to play like Fortnite and stuff with like strangers all the time, and like he's just like that's just part of it. We squat up, I like make friends, I have fun times. I'm like I don't know. I'm also worried someone's gonna call me a slur.
Yeah,
so that's
that a
maybe that's
lot.
part of it, but it's not always just because of that.
Yeah.
All my usernames have Torres in it, and it's just like, why did I do that? Why didn't I make my name like
Your name.
white guy? I went to
McGillicuddy.
Yeah, fucking stupid.
That's
bullshit.
a terrible username.
I went
What?
to USC.
White guy, I went to
USC.
USC.
That's one of those
I mean, I worked in the
auto-generated
business.
ones.
I
Southern California. Are you a Torres?
Oh no, they figured it out.
I was streaming on Twitch and I was playing this game called Bigfoot, and I tried to get
Oh, yeah.
other people into the lobby, but no one was able to join. So then I went, you know what? I'm going to join a public lobby. Join the first public lobby, and immediately, so one of the people's name was a racial slur.
Oh,
And
geez.
as soon as I hopped in, somebody was screaming in a different language, and I just went, "Yeah, this is all right. I'm good."
Nah.
Immediately,
I think I've been in like
immediately banned.
GTA lobbies, like GTA Online, a long time ago, where like I'd hear like literal babies
Yeah,
crying. And
Yeah,
screaming.
or someone else is
Babies
in
playing
the
the
vein
game?
of the train
Probably.
and the hikes, playing music behind them while they're playing games, and you're just hearing like every so often like the tinny interlude.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
it's even better when it's like weirdly aggressive, like an Eminem song, which it more often than not is, where you just hear like every other word.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, it feels like a movie rendition of like a drug house where like the
Yeah.
person is brought through in a
Drug house.
single camera like in a one shot, and there's always someone playing like Xbox or something that where they do the deal, and it's like, and then when I'm on the other side, I'm like, is that what's happening?
Am I hearing a drug deal right now?
I had speaking of the thing where people
Drug
play
deals.
shit on the I mean yes, I have.
You also
And
called me on when you were streaming Bigfoot. You called me on the phone.
I did twice.
Yeah.
Prank
Yeah.
call?
No,
Okay.
genuine call.
You wanted him on Bigfoot.
I wanted him on Bigfoot. and
I did that to Autumn.
screamed at him.
I mean, if
You
he showed up,
called Autumn.
you would
Yeah, we
catch
called
Bigfoot.
Autumn and my sister on What a Show, and then we put them on a conference call. They had never met.
Uh-oh.
I just
my
held the phone
God.
up to the mic.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they hated it. The next couple times I called my sister after that, she was like, "Am I live?" I was like, no,
Is this a bit? Have you involved me in your thing?
no, poor
Yeah.
Sarah.
I called Jacob while he was also streaming, so
That's
we
right.
both streamed our versions of the
I
conversation.
think I was I was playing Monster Hunter or
Mhm.
something. I was hunting my own
like Bigfoot.
monsters.
Yeah,
Yeah, sort of Bigfootish.
that's why I called you
Oh,
to try to
okay.
get you.
We'll
But-
do What a Show Reacts, where we put on. We've done it for both of them, where we watch their Twitch show while they're streaming at the same time.
I've had people come in like my chat while it's happening, be like, "You're being watched right now." I was like,
I know.
I
that's what
guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what Twitch is.
But about the hike stuff, I had a couple. I don't want to call them friends. There's these dudes that I know. They're
These
comedians.
dudes.
Acquaintance.
Dude.
Yeah,
Oh, comedians, never mind.
they went viral on Reddit because they went to like some popular hiking place and they hiked all the way to the top. And then they put like one of those, those amps, those speakers that people bring to the beach.
Yeah, the
And
subway
we-
speakers.
yeah.
The speakers people bring on the subway.
Exactly. And a microphone. And we're doing an open mic on the top of this scenic lookout at the end of like a hike. And people were recording them because it was an open mic in Los Angeles that you had to hike up like a fucking mountain to get to.
So there were 30 people there.
There were like 15 comics, and they're all the people who would do that. And so they're not very good at stand up, and their jokes were very offensive, and they're saying them into a microphone in public. And like, so people are starting fights, people are telling them to like leave. All their jokes are really offensive and terrible. Yeah.
That's worth the effort.
I don't know. That I like the amount of time you had to think through that plan and go, yeah, that's good. That's a really good, okay plan. And I can't see anybody at any point being upset about this and just going forth with it. And also, this is something I told him to his face after I saw it. I said, you're an idiot.
People don't have perspective on themselves at all.
Do you
No,
think-
that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Especially when
for
you're
me.
trying to
It's
like
a normal thing
do
for people
something to
do
be popular
stupid
on
shit.
the
Those
internet.
people can go viral.
Yeah.
Do you think they got the amp to the top by like rolling logs and then moving the back onto the front, like building the pyramids?
Like
just
Easter Island,
That's
like-
awesome.
There's another comic like,
whipping them. You want break?
Yeah.
yeah, the sun is beating down on these open micers.
Last year was such a great year for me because 3 different people I knew went viral on public freakouts on Reddit
Oh,
for
no.
just getting into
Oh,
some
my.
bullshit. I had a friend who he tried to buy something at a McDonald's and I guess they didn't take his EBT card. And then he realized somebody was filming him and he tried to fight this guy.
Oh,
Again, I
no.
wouldn't say
That's
friend.
sad.
I may have said friend. I don't mean friend.
Some dude, some
Yeah,
guy.
some
Yeah.
person.
I mean, every so often, I'll watch like angry people break their keyboards when they're
Yeah.
playing video games.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
watched
fun
that,
seeing other people freak
yeah.
out.
I watched that Golden Corral fight.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
It was
That
over
one
a steak, right?
I don't know what it was over, but they were launching chairs like it was like trebuchets. It was like, and they would go back and forth. That was.
It's like the scene from the Boondocks.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't watched Boondocks?
I haven't watched Boondocks. I used to read the strip.
They used to have scenes from it where they would a chair would come flying in from out of the
And then a
scene.
big fight would start.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember the strip. I do remember the show.
I don't even know what the strip is.
We've lost the entire
strip.
thread for this.
Yeah.
The point is
I'm Armando in this situation.
Boondocks. And you thought we were talking about Boondock Saints.
No, I know what Boondocks is. I just
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the strip is. Now I'm confused.
We can cut this
The
part.
cartoon?
We can't.
Boondock
Yeah, we
Saints?
can.
No, we can't.
What?
We can't cut. It's all
Oh.
live now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's
Uh-oh.
all part of it. Speaking of cutting stuff, I'm really excited for you to do Bored as Hell, especially since you and I had a like a Bored as Hell resurgence in October. We were allowed to bring it back.
Our weird mini season of role playing games.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
that was good times.
Delightful.
I was. I don't. Did you come up with the idea to also do a Halloween role playing thing independently, or was it like additionally? Or
well, it's one of those things where it's like the idea for the show is like floating around in there because I knew of the little module that we played. And the minute you mentioned I'm doing this like Halloween themed role playing game, I was like, motherfucker. I wanted to do that and just hadn't brought it up yet. So it was kind of an easy way to like piggyback on the thing that you brought up.
It was my thing, by the way, was like I had the idea to do a 3-part system or a 3-part show using that system Dread because I really liked the concept of the Dread system
because of the blocks.
Yeah, I also just like that system. I think it's really fun and a unique way to play it. Where like whenever I would tell somebody you play it pulling Jenga blocks, they would laugh because inherently, like, it's a goofy, stupid thing.
It was stressful.
But then, then you get to that point.
I had to pull a lot of blocks.
Yeah, exactly. And it gets upsetting because of how tense it gets, and you get to feel like this actual stress of.
I didn't realize how good at pulling blocks everybody else was. Because I think I was the only one to go down.
Elise went fucking crazy.
Well, Elise goes up to it and just goes.
Yeah.
I would be like, oh my God, she's insane.
Elise in her tiny fist was basically just punching the blocks out of the fucking
violently
tower.
Grab a block. Like, most of it, we'd be like, ooh, oh, just like barely just pushing the block a little bit and kind of freaking out. Elise walks up, just yanks a block out and puts it on top.
Fearless.
But it
terrifying.
Was when I had come up with the concept, I had came up with I wanted to do. I think I told you I wanted to do 3 different narratives for each episode, each pulling from a different movie that I was a fan of.
It was a little over the you were trying to jam too much.
I was trying to do too much
ideas into one idea.
Yeah, and Dan basically put me on his knee and started bouncing me up and down. And was like, hey, let me give you a little nugget of advice. He basically just kind of ran through what he had gone through while doing Twits and Crits. And right? That was yours?
Yeah.
And doing the other just sort of role-playing stuff that you'd done. Because I have run a couple things, but not really that many up to that point. Also, one thing that my first big thing that I got to make is I told Lindsay my idea for it in, what was that, Lindsay? Like before September, like a couple weeks before September. And then she said, cool, we'll put it on the calendar for now. And then it just becomes real. And then you're just forced to like make it.
That's something I really love about Lindsay is she won't fuck around with that. She's like, we need content.
Yeah.
And you just came up with an idea, so now you're committed.
And you're on the hook for doing it.
I actually really like that. Because you used to have to sell your ideas a little too much. And then you would start hating your own idea before it even came out.
Good shit, Lindsay. No.
I just think everybody gets a chance to make something cool. And if it sucks, guess what? We're not going to do it again.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think the little tiny role-playing games were perfect. And people seem to really like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like yours.
I like this. Yeah. Well, you were in it. You were amazing.
Yeah, but I didn't. That's not why I liked it.
Jesse Pizza sticks in my head too.
Yeah.
I don't remember your
not a fan
name.
favorite, but a Charlotte favorite.
Yeah.
I
My
like
character's
Jesse
name
Pizza.
was Manuel DeVoe.
That's it.
He was a Cajun.
A lot of good art.
Yeah, the Willems kind of stole the show.
Oh,
James.
Yeah.
Well, you can't have them in anything. They're just so great at like sticking to the character. You were fucking insane as Casper Hogwood. It was my favorite thing.
I always feel like I can
Transformative.
I could be more. I could do a lot more when you can't see most of my face.
You like wearing a mask?
I think I do.
Yeah.
It's weird, or at least just being a character. Like we did that like Arthurian Legends video where I wore a helmet almost the entire time.
Yeah.
And you still managed to get it age gated. You,
Well, they were-
you filthy
I'm
animal.
surprised it took so long.
I mean, I think I helped with that one.
Lindsay
That
was
video
filthy in that
is
video.
disgusting.
Yeah. That was
Y'all
the
should
one
be
where
ashamed.
I was here when Patrick found out. They went, "Hey, it got age gated," and he goes, "Well, that's the end of it." I mean, there's no way to clean it up.
Yeah, when that was one of the ones that went through, like, because we like we'll have videos get tested to be like, oh, is this appropriate? Do we need to change anything before it goes up onto the channel? And like that one, it basically went through that test unchanged from how it came out, and it was like Bo was like, all right, it's fine. I was like, really? That's disgusting.
Did you add a lot of nasty shots?
No, I'd barely changed anything. But like when it went through, I was like that's interesting because that video is just absolutely disgusting.
gross.
Yeah,
It's real
It's
gross.
raunchy.
I got to go
It's
watch
It's
this.
raunchy.
It's
I love
really
it.
funny.
It's a good
I've not seen
video.
really funny.
Oh, you should watch it.
Arthurian
It's
Legends,
funny.
I haven't seen it.
I was catching up on some of our stuff last week,
Mhm.
and it's. Hey, we make really funny videos.
We do.
The first episode of The Contract, the GTA series,
Yeah.
it killed me. It
My
was
camera
so
was
funny.
broken.
Jacob has 4 frames recorded throughout
Oh,
the
nice.
entire
Yeah.
I
hour.
always love that.
My recorder was so broken, but Ryan
I was
actually
just-
took it and
I
made it
was
really
just
funny.
dying.
He does
Yeah.
There's a part where Lindsay's doing like a challenge off on her own while they're trying to start things, and Patrick is just like, "Lindsay, stop flying under bridges," and you're like,
Yeah, it was like
It's
actual
so
screaming.
good.
It was
Yeah.
really funny. Lindsay, get out of the helicopter!
I love
don't
good
know.
angry Patrick.
I got no pants,
Yeah.
no pants.
That got stuck in my head. The
I know,
joke.
I got
really-
no face on.
Also, Arthurian Legends, you get to just watch a video where Patrick wears a crown and
Yeah.
acts like a king.
I don't like that.
Well, he always does.
I'm
that.
assuming you guys. I didn't finish it, but you guys talk about Prima Nocta.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think we only
Yeah.
speak of it once.
So
but
it
the
always
entire-
goes.
Kind of the whole video is about it.
He loves
Right?
that concept.
Right after that video had been filmed and was finished, you all came back at it and you went, "Yeah, we spent a bunch of time talking about Prima Nocta." And Charlotte looked at Patrick and went, "Patrick!"
Oh.
And you piped up and went, "Actually, it was me this time that brought
I was
it
the only
up."
one that said the words. I
Yeah.
think the concept was thoroughly discussed the whole time.
Sure, yeah.
Just without it being put straight. Yeah.
I mean, if you're chosen by God to lead these people, you should be able to,
hmm
Talk about it.
sample.
To fuck them.
Yeah.
Go. It's a good video though. Definitely
Okay, I'll check it out. You and Masks remind me of when you were the Mandalorian and John Smith was a Twi'lek and
Oh
whatever
my
that
God.
really weird.
That was
The
Justin's,
Brando one.
Justin's Jogu
Oh, yeah.
Rogu
Jogu
podcast.
Rogu,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
topical because everyone hates Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it was this video. It can't be on Spotify. That old Star Wars video.
Well, actually, not everyone. No, I don't.
That video
No,
was.
I think that's a treasure that people miss for some reason because that was when our like filming from home time.
Yeah.
But I think that was towards the end of it when we had like gotten really good at that stuff.
That one
John,
is
yeah.
really good.
That was another one I barely remember filming because I was dying.
I
the
think
whole
you were
time.
having heat stroke towards
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah, you definitely
Because it was
were.
hot
And you were
when we
sitting
filmed
on, on a fake piece of Beskar Star Wars steel.
Oh yeah, that
for
actually was the-
3/4 of the video.
Just slow roasting Jacob.
It's one of those things that it's so goofy and high concept that you wouldn't think it would work.
Yeah.
But somehow
No.
it comes together.
I remember when that started and James was supposed to be Marlon Brando. I was like, this our audience is going to bounce right off of the Marlon Brando joke. But
Nope.
he went pretty wild with it. It was pretty
Yeah.
great.
I think like it was so offhand that like we were just talking about the video, and one of us was just like, "Just make James' camera black and white." We're like, oh, that's a good
Well,
idea.
It actually connected something for me that I never realized because he's talking about was Marlon Brando in the Island of Dr.
Dr.
Moreau.
Moreau,
And
yeah.
so he has the little tiny version of himself
Yeah.
that must have been the genesis of Mini Me from Austin Powers, and I never understood that that's where that came
that
from.
guy-
That's got to be it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so funny because like the documentary about the making of the Island of Dr. Moreau is really good.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And that little guy, like they brought in Marlon Brando. That guy wasn't in the movie, or he
Oh, no,
was
he-
a very minor role. And Marlon Brando was like,
He's mine.
"I need this."
Yeah. That
this
was like
man.
the funniest bit in that video
So
was
good.
James saying that he would have this little man around and would want to dip him in chocolate. And eat him.
Yeah. And then there was a Ryan video where he couldn't remember the name of the movie. It was like, what is it?
Dr.
what's-
Dr.
what was-
Moreau or something
What was
like
the
that.
what was Dr. Moreau's Island called? Or like something like that. What was that movie called?
He called it like Doctor of Island Moreau or something like that. I think it was a Ryan's bargain because his brain was all he was
think it was the
flustered.
first
He was
one.
always flustered like getting those recordings going
Yeah.
because there were so many moving parts and he had to like pull every string. So I think just like getting words out. It wasn't working for Ryan, but it was very funny.
Well, Dan,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us here.
Well, thanks for having me. I wrote it on my hand so I wouldn't forget. But March 19th, I believe, is when Bored as Hell is going to come back.
Hell yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
give a
excited to do it.
Hopefully, I've got a lot of set to put together before tomorrow.
It will
Yeah.
be glorious.
There's 3 walls.
We have
right now.
an exceptionally busy month ahead
Oh,
of
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
March,
our calendar.
We were talking about this morning. March is going to be wild.
February shooting, March is
Yeah.
when it
Yeah.
will be. Well,
It's
will be
February
dropping.
still.
the calendar
That's
is covered with
Yeah.
bah.
Oh, also, what is this podcast gonna be live?
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, we're.
I thought that was a joke.
Is this podcast going to be live? No, she's
okay.
saying we're doing a live show.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing a live
Oh.
podcast on March 12th at the Globe Theater in Los Angeles, where all of us are going to be there doing some fun stuff. It's going to be a blast, so go check that out. I'm sure there's a link for tickets to that.
I think it's on
the
our very
description.
Twitter.
It is also on our Twitter.
And
Yeah.
dare I say, below in the description.
That's what I was going to say.
Ooh.
Down
Lead me
there?
to it.
So
But yeah.
someone tells Bones to do that.
Down there
Oh,
below.
yeah, I'll make sure to do it. Come out, come watch us. There's different ticket options that you can get. One of them includes like a Q&A with us before the
Some
actual
VIP
show.
stuff.
Oh, Google
yeah,
browser
yeah.
up there too.
It's
What's recommended on this side?
Yes. Oh, look at these videos off to the left.
a very finite amount of time.
Make sure you dislike this video.
We're not gonna know. Who gives a shit? Yeah. So we're doing that live show. We're filming Bored as Hell. I'm
Live?
supposed to. No, we're not filming.
Please
Bored as
like
Hell
us.
live.
Thank God.
I'm just talking about this month.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy, y'all.
And then after that, and I was supposed to talk about it on the podcast, but I lost track of time. Is that we're going to start filming a tabletop role playing show
Oh, yeah.
that we're doing. So
I
that's
didn't know if we were allowed to talk about that. So
Yeah,
I was dancing
Omar
when you brought that up.
specifically told me to talk
Okay.
about it, and then Lindsay told me we have 3 minutes left, and was like,
Uh-oh.
"Oh well, fuck me then."
Get it out.
Yeah, and even more unannounced projects.
Yeah, more
Oh,
stuff that we
yeah.
have coming up. I'm just telling people what I was supposed to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
Do we
that
have
was
any
good.
internal meeting stuff we could spill?
Anyway.
Yeah, I got to be on the Squawk meeting on Thursday to tell them about this.
Oh,
fun shit
internal.
we're doing.
Yeah.
I thought you said eternal.
Oh, Eternals.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. God damn it! All right,
Bye.
bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.